is interesting. This is another part of the things that I have put together that I think are worth talking about. Now, these are going to be kind of long lists, but we could break them down. I was thinking about when we have our Wednesday evening group with the men, I'd like to find things that we could talk about that, sometimes are hard for people to talk about. So I have a list of what I call growth opportunities, growth obstacles, and important considerations. So the growth and these are just a few. I'm sure there's many, many more. Growth opportunities, when I think about it, and these are done alphabetically, are acceptance, appreciation, communication, discipline, faith, faithfulness, patience, fruitfulness, gentleness, health and fitness, hope, joy, kindness, knowledge, learning, listening, love, obedience, peace, perseverance, prayer, sacrifice, self-control, serving, understanding, virtue, and wisdom. Those are just what came to my mind when I made that list. Now, in that list, the one that sticks out to me that is most important is kindness. That's for me. I'm not saying it has to be for everybody, but one of the things that I've realized in my journey is that when I am kind and when I understand people, it really gets nice results. It really does. And I think it really is pleasing to God. Now, what are some of the obstacles? Some of the growth obstacles that I feel are present for many people are anger, anxiety, doubt, ego, fear, frustration, guilt, insecurity, procrastination, pride, and worry. Those are just a few. Of those, one of the one that I felt at one point held me back a lot was insecurity. So I had to figure out what causes people to be insecure. And what I realized is it's really a pretty simple definition to understand. What happens is when I was insecure, I thought that people had expectations of me that I would fall short on, that I wouldn't be able to fulfill. Now, but I didn't know what those expectations even were. But I thought they were there, and believe it or not, it caused me to really hold back, be very reluctant to speak what I believed, because I just wasn't sure of myself, because I thought people were doubting me, and I had no idea why. So I thought if I had that, other people do too. And if we could understand that and try to work through the process or through a process that will cause that to disappear, what happens is we become more confident in who we are. And then other important considerations that I wrote down were attitude, balance, behaviors, compromise, hypocrisy, priorities, values, and vision. Now, when I look at that list, there's two of them that really stand out for me that are important to me. One is, what is our attitude? And when we talk about attitude, I have an attitude written, a definition that I got off the internet that's really good, and I'm not going to quote it because I can't find it quick enough. But it basically amounts to our attitude is the way we respond to life. The way that we respond to life is the way that we demonstrate our attitude. And when you analyze what I just said and think about how you respond to things, you will know when your attitude is pleasing to other people and when you know it isn't. The other one was balance. I have heard people talk about you have to have a balanced life. You have to be able to balance work with family and all this stuff. And I think people confuse balance with equality, because it's impossible, in my opinion, to have everything equal in terms of the way that we distribute our attention to whatever we're involved in. When I was young, the most important thing for me was to be able to have a job that would support my family. And as I was going through my career, I put a lot of time into my work because that was the root of what I needed to grow. And it's the same thing with my relationship with the Lord, okay? The more time that I put into it, guess what? The more I understand and the more I grow. So those are two things in important considerations.